IDAP stands for the Integrated Domestic Abuse Programme. It's a programme specifically designed for men who have been abusive in a relationship context. They usually come to us after having committed at least one violent offence against a partner, but they also typically have carried out a range of abusive behaviours within relationships.
Hi, I'm Richard. I was sent on an IDAP course and a probation order after assaulting my wife.
I first met Richard when I was part of the programmes team. As a facilitator, I had to meet with him and his offender manager to talk about the programme. At that stage, he was in a pretty bad way. He had a significant drink problem. His relationship was all over the place, as was he, by his own admission. He was out of work, he was down, but I had some glimmers of hope because he was saying he was prepared to work with us.
I felt that perhaps this is my last chance of changing, which it was my last chance. But also I was very sceptical, quite nervous to be quite honest, about attending my first group. You know, what are the other people going to be like? You know, I was embarrassed really about my behaviour towards my wife. Well, on my first group session, I sat and watched for a little while. I got my bearings and I introduced myself and obviously spoke a little about my offence, and it sort of eased my nervousness slightly. I find, from a personal point of view, that if you participate in the group, you're going to get a lot more out of it. And I participated from my first session really, which made me feel a lot more confident about IDAP, and even in my first session, it certainly opened my eyes that, hey, hang on a minute, this could actually work. It could work for me.
IDAP is a cognitive behavioural programme designed to improve the chances of a relationship being healthy and constructive. So the way we do that is we help the men to identify the different ways in which they become abusive in a relationship, and then give them the skills and strategies to replace those behaviours with more productive ones.
You start to look at things from a woman's perspective. You look around yourself and your group members are all there the same as you. So you've got to understand they're feeling just the same as you. Maybe they've been coming for sort of a few months more than you. So, and then after listening to the tutors, I always call them, you tend to look at things from a different point of view, from your wife's or your partner's point of view, perhaps how scared she was or what she was thinking at the time, how your aggression affected the family home, how your aggression affected people around you. So even from the first session I could feel a difference already, and I remember, because I was back with my wife then, living in the family home, and I said, you know, I think this could actually work.
The men often come to the group thinking that they only have an anger management problem. But whilst it's true that they often do have anger issues, they also have issues around who is in charge, who is in control, who has power. They often feel powerless or in a situation where they're being squashed down, whereas in actual fact they often are using abusive strategies to become more powerful themselves in the relationship, because they see relationships as either win or lose. If they're not winning arguments, if they're not winning situations, then they're a loser. So the programme encourages them to see relationships as being equal, encourages them to look for win-win situations where both they and their partner feel that they have an equal say in the relationship, that they're having their needs reasonably met, and that neither partner is feeling squashed or downtrodden.
You go through month after month after month of a different topic. You cover a different topic of, it could be something to perhaps do with the children, if you have children in your family, or a different way of looking at things. Perhaps jealousy, which can be a big factor with men, and it will turn the tables of what you're thinking and looking at it from a different point of view, and you suddenly think, yeah, well, why didn't I think like that before? So it will gradually change you. It won't happen overnight, and it won't happen on the first or the second session, but it will happen. If you want it to happen, it will definitely happen. I changed my behaviour towards my wife. My excessive drinking cut right down, because I didn't need to, because I was starting to enjoy my relationship again, my life again. I started to turn into the person I wanted to be, and my wife expected me to be. I was more patient in the home, I was more patient with my wife, even my dog. I was more patient with my dog. We spend time together going out, and over the past 2 years, if I could imagine what I wanted to be like when I first started probation and IDAP, I'm very pleased with the article that I've turned into.
As his offender manager, it's been incredibly heartening to see the changes in him. He's managed to get himself back into work, and not only that, he's then progressed really well at work and got an even better job. His relationship has gone from strength to strength. He's become much more positive. His whole outlook on life has changed. He's managed to control his drinking so that it's no longer affecting his lifestyle. His whole outlook and his whole personality has improved. He's become a much better version of Richard. And it's an inspiration to me to see him do that, to have seen him through the whole process. And it's very inspiring to see the programme working so well with an individual.
We're looking ahead to the future. We've got a bright future. We've made plans. It's not all a bed of roses. There's always something to take your mind off of things, i.e. your bills coming in. Money's always an issue in life. But we get by, and we get by together now, rather than getting by with shouting, getting by with swearing, and being violent basically. Me punching doors, kicking walls and throwing plates and things around. Life's more bearable, life's good. Go in open-minded, listen to what the tutors are saying, listen to the advice you're given, watch the videos, don't worry about anybody else around you in the group. You'll always get one who thinks he's a comedian or doesn't want to participate, but you participate. If you want to change, it will work. You will get something out of it. Again, as I say, if you're not with that person at the time anymore, you can use these skills in a new relationship. Stick with it. Yes, it does get tiring. Over the months you think, oh God, when is this going to end? But every module's different. Some you'll recognise that your behaviour, and some you'll think, well, why am I doing this one? It doesn't concern me. But stick with it, you'll get a lot out of it. Respect the tutors because they know what they're talking about. And good luck, basically. Good luck.